Hello, everyone, and welcome to Darth Jada's reaction of the latest Force Awakens. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I saw that, and that's what made me think of Force Awakens, and of course, I'm wearing this. But I'm just coming on here with my reaction to the latest trailer for the new Star Wars movie, Last Jedi, and OMG, it is awesome. I mean, I just couldn't believe. I mean, how you can't believe how hyped I am for this movie, and I like that. I think in my eyes, they're planting seeds of how crazy us Star Wars fans can get, and how just nuts we'd go with theories and stuff instead of just wait until the movie comes out like we should do. I mean, you don't know why this happens in a trailer, and you don't know what that happens. I mean, it's just a trailer. It's 2.5 minutes of a almost 2 hour movie. I mean, they're not going to show you the greatest parts of the movie, and they're not going to show you, oh yeah, they're definitely going to show. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the trailer, but if you're a Star Wars fan, you've already seen it. But yeah, they're definitely going to show Princess Leia almost getting killed. Oh gee, and they're just going to make. And first and foremost, I'm going to comment on the very last thing in the video, in the trailer, and that is where Rey says that she needs to find her place in all of this. All, the Force and everything. Because because this movie only takes place not long after The Force Awakens. It's not like the original trilogy where it takes place extended period after the other ones. This is, I mean, we get the ball rolling immediately. So she doesn't know anything about what's going on. So I don't get why people actually think that it's actually Kylo Ren, spoilers again, reaching out his hand to show her. Because he's not going to show her, because that's the reason why he's got that funky ass scar on his face. And you can see how pissed he was in the first movie. You think he's just gonna let that slide and talk? And you can, if you watch it I've watched a lot more of trailer react videos and stuff, and a lot of people do make some good points. If you do watch Rey, you'll see behind her, and you'll see what looks like a opening of a cave. Where is Luke? He's on. I'm sorry, I have ADHD, so sometimes I forget the worlds and stuff. But where he was when we last saw him at the end of Force Awakens. And there's caves all over the place. So I think she's telling him that, and they're at a fire, a campfire. It's night now. He comes to see her during the day, and then this is at night. And if you'll see, when Kylo Ren reaches out his hand, there's embers everywhere, like something's on fire. And guess what? I'm going to put my 2 cents in. How everybody else puts their 2 cents in. Who's to say? I mean, maybe it's, in that one part we see of it where that First Order depot or whatever is destroyed. I think that's what we see where Finn and Captain Phasma are fighting. I think that's where this is, and I'm thinking maybe that's where it is. Maybe he's helping somebody up that's on his side already. Maybe that's it. Maybe, they're just doing that to, push us down another rabbit hole. You know? Because the movie comes out in December. Can we just, like, wait for the movie to come out and then just be... You know, don't get me wrong, I'm a weird person, well, among other things. I mean, not because of this, but I'm a weird person in the fact that I don't mind having a movie spoiled for me, because that makes me just want to see the movie that much more. And if it's a movie I've already, that I'm not that interested in or whatever, I might forget it anyway. But, and as you can see, I'm a lifelong Star Wars fan. This is my Star Wars room. Oh, and this right here, I took a Baby Doll's helmet, and I haven't finished it, but I made it into a Rebel flight helmet, and I'm already ready, as you can see, for the new movie. And that's supposed to be this one is supposed to be an FYE exclusive, and I asked why it was special, and the reason being is because you can't really see it because of the reflection, but Chewie is like fuzzy, like those old fuzzy dice they used to have in like the late 70s and early 80s, for all you old school Star Wars fans like me. Okay, and there's a sock cap that my girlfriend made for me. And, I gotta take this off so you can see Chewie. I got a posable Chewie. And this is my happiest. I had one of these when I was a child, and I got it for $10. And this, I made myself. Oh, apparently one of my, this is the Darth Maul made out of a styrofoam head. I need to make the rest of the horns, and this is my most recent acquisition. I don't pay very much for stuff, but this was $15, actually $14 when I got there, because I only had $14, and the guy was okay with it. And there you see my favorite bounty hunter, and probably my favorite character in the Star Wars universe, Boba Fett. And I'm not going to get him out, but there's a Han Solo in carbonite encased in there. And that, of course, I just got that for like $2 at Hot Topic, because I've got that one, and they gave it, and I got this at a yard sale, and the voice modulator doesn't really work on it, so, but, and then, if you look over here, these are all my collectibles. As you see, I like Boba Fett and Darth Vader. And this right here was mine when I was a kid. And this right down here are my 3 Star Wars storybooks that have the actual records still inside them. My dad found those when he was cleaning out one of his rooms. And I got this Yoda for like $15. It was on clearance. I got Rey and Luke. Maybe, we never know. We never know. They could be related. My Darth Vader lightsaber. My Kylo Ren lightsaber. And over here, my favorites. I've got all 3 of the Star Wars trilogy. And then some more of the posters. And then I got a dartboard. I just want to give you a real quick, oh, and I have the X-Wing hanging from and I wanted to hang right over there, the Millennium Falcon up. I had it up, but I wanted to have that one, because I love the Falcon, but there's something about the X-Wing that is like one of my favorite, I like, these are all 3 of my favorite Star Wars vehicles is those right there. I mean, I like Darth Vader's TIE Fighter too, and the TIE Interceptor was pretty cool too, which that's why I liked Kylo Ren's Interceptor, or is it called the Interceptor? I'm sorry, can't remember. But anyway, back to The Last Jedi. Well, I think it's going to be a really good movie. I mean, I'm so looking forward to seeing this movie. I've seen every Star Wars movie. I liked every one of them. I even liked the prequels. I wasn't crazy about the prequels, but they were good. They weren't to the original trilogy, of course, but they were good. My favorite was Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Then Phantom Menace. Then Attack of the Clones, because the whiny emo Anakin just didn't do it for me. But anyway, I just tell you that I'm just really excited for this movie. And hey, look, it's a Boba Fett I drew and painted. Anyway, as you can tell, I do have ADHDs because I am really all over the wet place. And like, look, ooh, look here. There's Darth Vader. But I really am going to go see that movie. It maybe when it first comes out, but maybe not. But it definitely the opening weekend. Because usually they come out like on Friday, and the movie will probably come out Thursday night. And I get off at 5 on during the week, and I don't want to be mean, and I don't want to not take my sons because they like Star Wars too, and they'll get mad at me if I go and not take them. So, but I mean, if I don't take my 15-year, or if I don't take my 18-year-old, it'll be okay, or my 19-year-old. I'm sorry, Austin. If I don't take my 19-year-old. It'll be kind of okay, better because he'll probably he can go on his own if I'm not able to go. But my 15-year-old he'll be really upset at me if I don't take him. So I gotta take him. So, but this movie really looks like a great movie, and I just can't wait for The Last Jedi. And then in May, but I think they've changed the release date because the guys that were directing it were fired by Kathleen Kennedy, the head of Lucasfilms, and now Ron Howard is directing the yet as untitled Han Solo movie, which I'm going to see that too. I don't care that guy that's playing him. I don't really. I know. That one guy from Community is playing Lando Calrissian. So, but I still want to see it because heck, it's Han Solo, my favorite good guy. Well, I count Chewbacca and Han as the same because they were buddies. They were a duo. But I count both of them. But part of my favorite characters, my favorite good guy characters. I like Luke too. Don't worry, I like Luke. But thanks for watching, and I'm out.